Grand Old Partisan celebrates more than 16 decades of Republican heroes and heroics. Today, I commemorate a landmark White House event. This day of 1864, Abraham Lincoln met with Isabella Baumfree, better known as Sojourner Truth. The renowned abolitionist was famous for helping slaves escape from Democrat-controlled southern states. She had traveled from Michigan to speak with the first Republican president. In her words, "Upon entering his reception room, we found about a dozen persons in waiting, among them 2 colored women. I had quite a pleasant time waiting until he was disengaged, and enjoyed his conversation with others. He showed as much kindness and consideration to the colored persons as to the white. One case was that of a colored woman who was sick and likely to be turned out of her house on account of her inability to pay her rent. The president listened to her with much attention and spoke to her with kindness and tenderness. Abraham Lincoln arose, gave me his hand, made a bow, and said, 'I am pleased to see you.' Then I said, 'I appreciate you, for you are the best president who has ever taken this seat.' He replied, 'I expect you have reference to my having emancipated the slaves in my proclamation.' 'But,' said he, mentioning the names of several of his predecessors, and among them emphatically that of Washington, 'they were all just as good and would have done just as I have if the time had come. If the people over the river,' pointing across the Potomac, 'had behaved themselves, I could not have done what I have, but they did not, which gave me the opportunity to do these things.' Then I said, 'I thank God that you were the instrument selected by him and the people to do it.' I told him that I had never heard of him before he was talked of for president. He smilingly replied, 'I had heard of you many times before that.' He then showed me the Bible presented to him by the colored people of Baltimore, of which you have no doubt seen a description. I have seen it for myself, and it is beautiful beyond description. After I had looked it over, I said to him, 'This is beautiful indeed. The colored people have given this to the head of the government, and that government once sanctioned laws that would not permit its people to learn enough to enable them to read this book. And for what? Let them answer who can. I must say, and I am proud to say, that I never was treated by anyone with more kindness and cordiality than were shown to me by that great and good man, Abraham Lincoln, by the grace of God, President of the United States for 4 years more. He took my little book, and with the same hand that signed the death warrant of slavery, he wrote as follows: For Anti-Sojourner Truth, October 29, 1864, A. Lincoln. As I was taking my leave, he arose and took my hand, and said he would be pleased to have me call again. I felt that I was in the presence of a friend, and I now thank God from the bottom of my heart that I have always advocated his cause, and have done it openly and boldly. I shall feel still more in duty bound to do so in time to come. May God assist me. For more information about this, see Back to Basics for the Republican Party, my civil rights history of the GOP. To quote the book, "The more we Republicans know about the history of our party, the more the Democrats will worry about the future of theirs." For more information, see grandoldpartisan.com.